Marco Ferrari. He is the president of Genitori Antismog, an organization working to reduce air pollution through advocacy. Thanks so much for speaking to us. You know, we've talked about potential silver linings in this crisis, and from your perspective, I mean, these post-corona plans now in Italy must really be music to your ears, so to speak.
Yes, not really. First of all, because we cannot be happy of the drop in the air pollutants, since this is coming not because of our decision, but because of the pandemic that is causing a lot of deaths too. Second point is that after the lockdown, when the so-called phase 2 will be enacted, the risk is that many people will move from the public transportation to private cars and motor scooters. So there could be a risk of even worse situation than before the lockdown.
Okay, but then it's good then that the government is at least trying now to institute a plan to stop the same amount of traffic from accumulating as it did pre the pandemic.
Yes, the challenge is to do what we were asking us for many years. So to create a more people-friendly city in order to expand the use of bike, electric scooters, and even walking. So we have to enlarge the sidewalks to create more space for the people, for the pedestrians. And this could be an opportunity in order to avoid to have after the pandemic deaths, the deaths because of the air pollution, which I remember in the northern region of Italy is causing thousands of deaths every year, premature deaths. And the epidemiologists, the same that they are studying the pandemic from the virus point of view, also they are studying the premature deaths caused by the air pollution. So it is important to...
It's tough, though, you know, what you're talking about, getting more people on bicycles and electric scooters, given especially the winters in northern Italy. They are not easy, and sometimes weather conditions really do prohibit that kind of open-air transport. But I wanted to ask you this. You know, we've spoken about the fact that, you know, for some, as you've mentioned now as well, these lockdowns will actually save more lives, not by preventing the spread of the coronavirus, but by preventing pollution-related illness. We really don't have definitive numbers yet, but to what extent might that actually be the case in northern Italy in particular?
Well, in northern Italy, it could be a case because there is some preliminary studies are correlating the severity of the COVID disease with the high levels of air pollutants. This because in the long term, the lungs of the people living in the areas where the air pollution is very high are more sensitive to the aggression of the coronavirus. And so for sure, there is a correlation between the number of deaths in the area polluted and the deaths of and the exposure of the pollutants.
Okay. Marco Ferrari, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.